Hey everyone, today I've got your Fantastic Four movie review. This Fantastic Four reboot has four unlikely young adults taking on these new powers after visiting a planet through a different dimension. But how will everyone else react to these not yet fantastic beings? So as far as the story goes, Chronicle director Josh Trank directs this movie that even he started bashing online before this movie got officially released. So obviously a lot of people had some things to say about that and things to think about. I certainly did because, I'll get into that later. But seriously, that was one of the things that made me start calling this movie Fantastic Four. Right off the bat, I was hoping that this movie would try to be at least different from the previous Fantastic Four movies that came out over the years. The narrative was just the same old thing, especially having a bad guy thrown into the mix. I don't even remember the other Fantastic Four movies. As far as the casting goes, obviously, you've got some of the biggest named actors around playing these characters, like Miles Teller playing Reed Richards, and of course, I like him as an actor, but this movie, he was just completely wasted in this movie. You've got other actors in here, Kate Mara playing Sue Storm, who is the adoptive daughter of Johnny Storm's dad, and clearly it just did not work out here. Michael B. Jordan, the one guy that people had or were sort of concerned about, and he honestly, I love him as Johnny Storm, but in this movie I feel like he just was not that good in the end. Jamie Bell, who plays the Thing, I felt like he was the coolest part of this movie. He looked pretty great. But you've got Toby Kebbell, who, everybody loved him in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and he was just seriously messed up to be playing Doctor Doom. And honestly, and I'll get more into his character because I had some things to say about him, and I felt like Daddy Storm was probably the better actor, unlike all these other guys, especially that annoying military suit that just really irritated me. I will say the only thing that I liked about this movie was the fact that, maybe this movie was trying to appeal to me by having certain emotional aspects, especially with these characters whenever something would go terrible, but that feeling did not last long while watching this movie. I have a lot of negative things to say about this movie. So the things that I dislike, obviously, one of the main things had to be the CGI. I just did not like it. It just looked very generic and bland, and especially when you first meet Doom. So obviously, I was just shocked at how poor it looked. And the comedic moments in this movie were just not that funny overall, and I felt like they were forced on us. I gotta seriously rage about the final act of the film, where it's got the Doom fight with the other Fantastic Four people, and that was just super boring to watch, and it just went by so fast and rushed, and it really didn't lead to anything. So I was just sitting in my chair thinking, that was it? Really? That's all they got to show for you? I just felt like this movie was so, it was anticlimactic, and I honestly don't know how they plan to make a sequel, considering how terrible this movie was. I just think it's a shame, because on Rotten Tomatoes, this movie has a lower rating than Batman and Robin. What the F? I couldn't really get into this movie at all. I wasn't expecting it to be great, obviously. I will agree with everyone else in saying that this is probably one of the worst superhero movies that I have seen. And I didn't even like the previous Fantastic Four movies, so obviously something has gone wrong, whether it's the studio's fault or the director's fault. something's gotta be changed here. Maybe give the rights back to Marvel. Overall, Fantastic Four was just not fantastic at all. Excuse the pun, but it's true. I wouldn't recommend checking this out. Honestly, I did not have a good time seeing this, and I don't think neither will you. So I would give this 1 heart on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Fantastic Four. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, coming every Free Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys later.